Anyway, suits tomorrow. Anyway, back to this shit. This is NLE's Choppa. This is NLE Choppa's girlfriend. He broke up with her, and she decided to put on makeup. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can see it. This is her right here. She decided to put on makeup, get on camera, leave the camera right here, and videotape herself. Listen to this.
I have given myself to one man for a year and 3 months.
Hold on.
And just one man, nobody else. And you build so much with that person. You go through so much with that person. And my healing process, I can't tell y'all how hard it is for me to sleep.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing afterwards, Jack.
Or how hard it is for me to
not to sleep.
Get up and face reality, because this was not my reality a week ago.
Oh.
I have
hold on.
given myself.
Hold on.
I can't tell y'all how hard it is, because I love so hard. And I love harder and harder and harder every time. And this one hurts the most.
Oh.
Because I really thought that I was going to marry this man. And I get it, he's young. Why would you think that? You know, like, it wasn't like that. And I'm trying to be strong, and it's hard. So, to my healing journey.
Hold on. We ain't done.
I can't. You were stupid, all this shit, but he was doing things that grown men never did for me, never taught me.
Duh, he was doing shit that grown-ass man never did for you. Paying your bills, had you living with him, had you driving the fucking Rolls Royce. Yeah, you never had no grown-ass man deal with it. Did that to you. You know why? You were fucking dealing with bums! Let's be honest! You were dealing with bums! Oh, you was doing shit that grown man never did for me. Yeah, nigga! Cause he got the bread! I don't know why these chicks is acting like it's not emotional maturity. You're taking advantage of a nigga who got the bread. Let's keep listening.
I experienced things that...
You experienced private jets, chauffeurs, back entrances to clubs, and also hotels. You never experienced this shit with nobody else because it wasn't NLE Choppa.
He was just so mature, and just because he was young, it doesn't mean that
Cap!
He didn't have the ability to do so. You were stupid, all this shit, but he was doing things that grown...
Cap! Chat, I'm so glad this has happened. I'm here to explain to you what's going on. Let me first say this to you. Men. And by the way, I don't know if my nigga Myron's still watching. This is true. I don't know if you've ever said this, so I don't want to act like I just invented this, but this is true. I want to give credit to Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit. They've been promoting the mental consciousness, the mental confidence of men to just be honest. This whole situation, and I'm going to get to the next part in a second, was really spurred because a lot of men feel ashamed to tell women, especially a woman that you like, because this is what women don't understand. You might really like a girl, like you want her to be around, but from time to time, you might want to fuck another girl who you might not give a fuck about. If you listen to Shade Room, if you listen to all these female platforms, you're a dog. You are a piece of shit. You can't handle yourself. It shames you. I got to give credit to the male platforms who have been giving a voice to the people who are voiceless. When you listen to Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, when you listen to Andrew Tate, it makes it feel like, oh, as a guy, I'm not the only one who feels like that. Let me first and foremost, and I'm about to play NLE Choppa's response. I haven't heard anyone say this, but this is very true. I've dealt with so many women. I'm in my 30s, people. Y'all know this. Come on, man. It's a big act, though. I have historically been a nigga who, when a woman cries, you got me. I'm a protector. I'm a lover. I care about women, their feelings. I want to make people happy. I'm not an evil person. I don't think most men are evil people. When a woman has cried in my presence, even if it's something I believed in, at times I've said, fuck that. I need to coddle her. I need to make her feel a particular way. It's only my experience that I can say this confidently. This chick right here, Marissa, or whatever her name is, and I also say now about women in my own life, when a woman cries in front of you, it's completely manipulation. We're men. And if you're not a man, you won't understand. When a woman cries, I've had a point to be upset at women. I've had points that I'm like, I really feel strongly about. But when you see a woman crying, you feel like a piece of shit. I feel like that. It's just all throughout. We're men. We grow up differently. It's the same reason I've never seen my father cry, but the moment when I saw my mom cry, I felt so helpless I would do anything to stop it. That's just the truth. I'm going to be very honest with y'all here. This woman is 27, NLE Choppa is 19. Her crying is nothing of sympathy. Her crying is all about manipulation. I'm telling you, I've disagreed with women before. We've been in arguments. And the moment they cried, I was like, oh, fuck. Maybe what I really care about isn't that important. She's crying. It happens. So when I see this woman crying, she's 27, he's 19. I get to realize it's nothing but manipulation. Let me give you the example. Let me give you the reality of what this is about. He said, he's told her, hey, I fuck with you. I want you to be around, but it don't mean that I'm going to only have sex with you. And by the way, he's into polygamy. Polygamy means you might have multiple other relationships. Here's where a lot of women fuck up. And this is where we get back into the high value man type of shit. Let's break it down to the bare bones. Why does a 27-year-old woman wants to get with a 19-year-old? Let me ask you the question. Why? Well, he's super successful. He's a multimillionaire. He's someone who could provide and put a lot of people in positions that maybe she hasn't dealt with in recent times. It's always important to realize, remember, she's 27. Would she date a 19-year-old if he can provide? If he couldn't pay all the bills, burn on all the trips, pay for all the private jets, pay for all the cars, would she still be with him? You don't got to tell me. You answer to yourself. That's the point. Now, does he love her? Of course he does. But what I've realized about women, and I could tell you this in all my experience of dealing with women, I've realized, oh, okay, this is not working. Okay, I got to do this or whatever the case is. The moments that I've been the most faulty, women crying does something to men. This is fact. Y'all all knew I dealt with Angelica. Angelica was unhappy at certain times. And when I realized I couldn't make her happy, I wanted her to leave. And I wanted her to leave that we could both be happy in the sense of I'm going to be hurt, she's going to be hurt, but we're going to figure shit out. There was a moment I was like, yo, listen. Yo, here's this money. Just go. I know you say you can't live. Just go. You know what ended up happening? What ended up happening is basically that those tears were performative. Women are the best, when I mean best, the best at drawing out certain things within your soul or within you as a person to make you feel indebted to them. You fucking with a chick, she start crying. I'll give you a really realistic example. Angelica broke everything in one of my apartments. Probably total damage $40,000. I'm so heated. I hate her. I'm going off. I'm so mad. This is all private. We get into an argument. She starts to explain why she felt she had to do that. She just started crying. Tears. And after a while, you as a man, you look at him like, fuck it. We take the L. This is truth. So this is why I say this. When I see a woman crying publicly, I used to be like, this is just sincere. This is emotional. What's the word? You're taking advantage. You're taking advantage. I don't even know what the word is. You're taking advantage. This woman right here, bro, she don't give two fucks about NLE Choppa. Facts. She's taking advantage. And her taking advantage for him to feel it is the crying. Yo, chat, I know a lot of y'all are young. If you ain't never been with a bitch who like, even if you're like, all right, you know, we're over or whatever the case is, or even if you feel type of way, when a girl starts crying, you're not even a man if you don't feel like you have to try to do something to stop it. This is what I got from this. She's crying over a 19-year-old. She's 27. You're emotionally manipulating that guy. So that's what I've realized. Women are so keen and so good with emotional manipulation. Who are you crying to right here? You have a full face of makeup. Look. Full face of makeup. Lashes.
I have
shit on your lips.
given myself to one man.
Who are you crying to? You're emotionally manipulating him. This is what women do. Now, fuck what she got going on. Because we wouldn't even thought about it. But here's the point. NLE Choppa was forced to put out a video of it himself. People were like, oh man, you're a piece of shit, man. She loves you. She's crying. Like when a girl cries, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been in that situation many times. When a woman cries to you, you feel helpless. I'm even gonna lie. It's being a man. I think the last like super family gathering we had was at my house. My mom was here. We got into some old family shit, and my mom, while sometimes like going back into some childhood shit, blah blah. My mom started crying. My mom is in my house. She told him family shit. She started crying. I started crying too. And my aunt was there and she watched. I just started crying. I wasn't even crying for really anything. And by the way, I don't give a fuck about what I think. Like, I was crying because my mom was crying. Like, I feel I'm a protector of my mom. I'm a grown-ass man. I've retired my mom. I feel like my mom did enough job of making sure I was good. Like, my mom started crying and I saw her vulnerable and I didn't know how to react to it and I started crying myself. And I held her and I was just like, Mom, I got you. But I was crying too. And when I thought about it, I'm like, damn, why was I crying? I'm crying because I don't want my mom to hurt. So that's how we are as men. That's no. I know y'all saying that's mom, but that's no. I know y'all saying that's mom. That's how we are as men. You don't want to see. We're not like as men. We don't want to see women hurt. And I know I'm using my mom as an example, but you don't want to see your girlfriend hurt. You don't want to see your sister hurt, bro. Like it weighs on you. And this is one of those reasons why I'm trying to say that these things could be emotional. You could use it as manipulation for a guy. Because I've been in relationships and situations where I felt a particular way, and the woman that I was dealing with, she got emotional, and I just felt like I was a piece of shit, even though maybe I was telling her how I truly felt, or maybe I was being honest with her. But watching a woman cry as a man, it triggers something in you. I'm going to be honest with you. So this is why I'm trying to tell you, when I see NLE Choppa's girlfriend crying, it's a manipulation tactic of someone who's 19 years old. She's 27. So now he explained it on his thing. Why was the breakup? Listen to this.
I know you starting to grow feelings for me, but I want to let you know who I am as a person, first and foremost. I don't see myself at this time period, with me being 19 years old, with me have not experienced my 20s and all this stuff. I do not see me being just loyal to you. But in the beginning, I told her, I said, yo, I'm a loyal individual, but I can't sit here and lie to you and say, if I be with you, it's just gonna be you the only person I'm gonna have sex with, or you would be the only partner. And she took it in and she was like, no, that's different. It's different. I appreciate your honesty. Nobody's ever been that honest and straight up with me. If we was to get together, we could work. I think I could work with that. All right, so boom. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, in the process of this, I think I found my match for my. I said, I know you starting to grow feelings for me, but I want to let you know who I am as a person, first and foremost.
Next slide.
And the next thing was, I said, I don't see myself having one wife. And that's another thing. Marissa, she was big on marriage. So I'm like, I had to let her know, like, I don't see myself having one wife. I said, I'll probably marry you, but you would have to, be cool with the simple fact that I believe in polygamy. So you may not be the only person that I would marry. You know what I'm saying? And I let her know that. And she was like, that's different. I feel like that's cool. I feel like that's something I can work on with being open to as well. So this was pretty much the thing. And no disrespect, Marissa was willing to give up all of these things that she felt that she was going to get from just out of life. And the next thing was, I said,
Hold on.
She was with me in a sense of hope. I feel like she was with me in a sense of hope, and I grew out of it. She was willing to do everything. Did she want to do it? Her mind and her heart wanted to do it. but her soul, that was not what her soul wanted. And in the sense of that, like, I felt wrong. That's why I left. That's why I had to distance myself. Cause I'm not ready for that. That's the part of my life I'm not ready for.
All right, let's just stop it there, man. Let's translate all this goddamn spiritual shit that this motherfucker NLE Choppa's talking about. Here's the points that y'all need to consider. I'm gonna give credit to a few people. Andrew Tate. Really, I should give credit to, obviously, Kevin Samuels first. I'll say Kevin Samuels, then I'll say Fresh and Fit, then I'll say Andrew Tate. There's a renaissance happening right now. Men are feeling like they have a voice. Men are feeling like they're just not a cog in the system or the infrastructure. Men, and what I mean by men, it hasn't happened all across the board, but it's happening across the top level right now. And this is what y'all will call high value men. Put it like this. If you a little baby, why the fuck would you be in a relationship where your shorty trying to catch you cheating every 20 seconds while you're trying to make the biggest hit records? You got so many pressures on, like, just on your shoulders. Why would you do that? Maybe you would do that just because you can't just tell her the truth. Hey, baby, I love you. I got kids with you. I'm going to always be with you forever. But I'm the biggest rap superstar right now, other than Drake. I might fuck a girl from here and there. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm going to try to do it in the most discreet way possible. I fuck with you. But that's just the reality, and this is what me as a man wants. Nobody has ever said that. We're finally having people say that. That's the whole point. NLE Choppa is vocalizing what men have wanted to basically say. And by the way, it's not men. I want to say high value men. So for all you simpletons who work at Walmart, you tell your girl that she's going to be sucking the other nigga at Walmart's dick. Don't do that. The girl who's 27 dating NLE Choppa, you're not getting with another NLE Choppa. Or maybe if you do, it's rare. It's just reality of it. So when he's telling you the truth, is because he don't want you on Instagram acting surprised if you ever hear about him with a girl. And it's the first time, and I'm giving credit to the people like Fresh and Fit and Andrew Tate and of course Kevin Samuels, because they're the one who started encouraging men to tell the truth. Bro, I keep telling y'all, everybody in the music industry, and fuck the music industry, in the industry just lies to their girl. Name anybody who's in a relationship. I won't confirm or deny it because I ain't trying to blow niggas' spot up. They're just lying to their girl. Be like, yo, no, we're just perfect. And by the way, salute to most of the women. Most of the women are usually like, yo, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So they're not going hard to try to figure out what they niggas doing. Granted, their niggas coming home, their niggas making sure that they're provided for. But this is the reality of the situation. I think these days, and it's crazy that as young as NLE Choppa is, that's what's causing the change. But I'm going to tell you now. Like, for example, when I interviewed what's that nigga name? ATL Jacob. That's his thesis. When I interviewed, who else I interviewed recently? A lot of people are they're becoming more braver to say this. And it's not that they don't like or they don't love the girl that they're dealing with. It's just that they don't want to be the guy who's fucking hiding the fact that they might fuck a girl on the side. And I've never seen a time other than now where men are the most confident in just telling women and just giving them the, you know, how women be like, yo, oh, just tell us the truth. Okay, now you know the truth. What's up? We're in uncharted territory because we don't know if it'll work. Women could all just be like, yo, nah, well, we don't want these niggas who are saying this. All right, cool. You're going to be with the niggas who are going to lie. YK Osiris said he's telling the truth. I interviewed him. He said the same thing. But a lot of people believe, and I believe too, when women say, oh, tell us the truth, they're lying. Usually when they say tell us the truth, they mean tell us the truth that we could know to leave you before we get there. What I think is happening, which is a renaissance, is that they're seeing so many people do it and be okay with it. I think they might change your thinking. So let me keep playing.
I know you starting to grow feelings for me, but I want to let you know who I am as a person. First and foremost, I don't see myself at this time period with me being 19 years old, with me have not experienced my 20s and all this stuff. I do not see me being just loyal to you. But in the beginning, I told her, I said, yo, I'm a loyal individual, but I cannot, I can't sit here and lie to you and say, if I be with you, it's just gonna be you the only person I'm gonna have sex with, or you would be the only partner. And she took it in and she was like, no, that's different. It's different. I appreciate your honesty. Nobody's ever been that honest and straight up with me. If we was to get together, we could work. I think I could work with that. All right, so boom. I'm like,
I want to pause it there because this is what I also bring up when I talk about high value male. For a lot of y'all who subscribe to this high value man situation, if you've never been in a situation where women are agreeing to this just off the rip, you're probably not in that real. Like, for example, I've invited women out for a threesome, right? And they're like, oh, I see what your lifestyle is. If you ever make me your girl, I'm down with all this. That's the point I'm trying to say. And you're like, oh, okay, that's good because now you're down with what I'm down with. The regular girl isn't down with most of the shit. So when I've dealt with women, most of the times, right, if they've seen the lifestyle that I live in, for example, how I operate with other women or how I operate with them, they'd be like, they have to make a choice. Are you down to tell him that you're cool with trying to operate like this? Or you'd be like, oh, nah, I can't. And I won't say unfortunately, most women usually come back and be like, oh, no, it's cool. But in reality, I always say this one important thing. Women get with a man hoping that they're going to change the man into who they want him to be. When a man gets with a woman primarily, they hope that that woman doesn't change from who they met. I say it again. Women get with men hoping to change that nigga into who they want him to be. Men primarily get with women thinking, I hope this chick never changes. That's very huge. I keep playing it.
okay, cool. So I'm like in the process of this, I think I found my match for my. I said, I know you starting to grow feelings for me, but I want to let you know who I am as a person. And the next thing was, I said, I don't see myself having one wife. And that's another thing. Marissa, she was big on marriage. So I'm like, I had to let her know, like, I don't see myself having one wife. I said, I'll probably marry you, but you would have to, be cool with the simple fact that I believe in polygamy. So you may not be the only person that I would marry. You know what I'm saying? And I let her know that. And she was like, that's different. I feel like that's cool. I feel like that's something I can work on with being open to as well. So this was pretty much the thing. And no disrespect, Marissa was willing to give up all of these things that she felt that she was going to get from just out of life. And the next,
Okay.
she was with me in a sense of hope. I feel like she was with me in a sense of hope, and I grew out of it. She was willing to do everything. Did she want to do it? Her mind and her heart wanted to do it. But her soul, that was not what her soul wanted.
Back to what I was saying. A woman gets with a man saying, woman will get with a man and be like, yo, I'll clean him up. I'll get him to this point. Oh, that's what he feels about these things. I'll get him to the point where he's the perfect man for me. A man usually never fucks with a woman unless he thinks that she's perfect at the moment. He don't think about how she's going to evolve. Two, he's like, for example, and I'm using very trivial examples. Say, okay, cool. Which I think these days everybody sucks dick, right? But like, say you're like a virgin. You fuck with a girl, she don't suck dick. You fuck with a second girl, she suck dick, right? Cool. You then meet another girl, and basically she tells you like, oh nah, like I don't suck dick right now, but she says she'll suck dick in the future. A nigga ain't even gonna fuck with you, bro. Like, the majority of girls, and this is why like I've always confidently said I've dated women who I fucked on the first day. So that doesn't matter to me. It's like, I expect what I meet in terms of what I want to keep going. I always say this. One of my boys, he met this girl. First night in the club. Fucked her in the bathroom. Right? Fucked her in the bathroom of the club. Club's playing. They're playing music. He fucked her in the bathroom. I bet. He started liking her now. Texting her this and third. They hung out a couple times. Of course, they fucking going crazy again. All right, cool. Now they're together. You know what the girl says to him? Yo, I don't like going to clubs. Now, he loves going to clubs. She don't like to go to clubs no more. Do you understand how he would feel a certain type of way? He met you when he was single, when he fucked you in the club. Why do you think that he might not like the club at all? Do you know what I mean? So it's like women are thinking, oh, no, he got me now, so he don't like the club no more. No! Where a man meets you, how he met you, the sexual experience he met you with, is how if he's willing to wife you, he wants that to continue perpetually, which means forever. I'm making an extreme example, but that's what it is. Somebody says, yo, you're trying to use logical women, you're always going to fail. That's the point I'm trying to tell. I'm trying to explain this NLE Choppa thing. NLE Choppa, okay, whether he met her, right? He met her in a certain situation. He told her early, yo, this is who I am. Which, by the way, I got to give him so much credit for. He told her early, like, yo, this is who I am. I'm young. I'm probably going to be fucking other girls. And she said, allegedly, according to him, she was down with it. But now she's not down with it. Okay, let me go to the next slide.
Gotta stick with it. If I'm caught up, if me and you say, if I tell you I'm a cheat or whatever, and you say I'm cool with that as long as you take care of home, and which I do, I take care of home. Make sure you're right physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything. Make sure I'm hands-on with everything. But the littlest bit of peace where I want to do is where I do my dirt at. Because I let you know that, and you approved of it, you signed up for it, you said it was cool. And once I do it, I don't get the peace of mind to do it. I don't feel free, and I don't feel free to who I am as a person. I gotta stick with it. If I'm caught up, if if me and you say, if I tell you I'm a cheat or whatever, and you say I'm cool with that as long as you take care of home, and which I do, I take care of home, make sure you're right physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything. Make sure I'm hands on with everything. But the littlest bit of peace where I want to do is where I do my dirt at. Because I let you know that, and you approved of it, you signed up for it, you said it was cool. And once I do it, I don't get the peace of mind to do it. I don't feel free, and I don't feel free to who I am as a person. Gotta stick with it.
All right. Let me put it in perspective. He basically told his chick, yo, shorty, you 27, I like you, I like your personality. I think me and you, we can really build. But I'm probably going to fuck a couple other bitches, like, a couple of times as we go along. This girl, who, again, remember, she only wants high-value niggas like NLE Choppa. She don't want a nigga who work at a fucking Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot. She want NLE Choppa. She's trying to hold him to her statue. It's not going to happen. It's like, yo, he's telling you, bro, I'm going to fuck other girls. You're my wifey. I'm going to fuck other girls. If you can't deal with it, don't get online and cry about it. Just fucking leave. So I think she's manipulating him, period. Because when a woman starts crying, is because her words is inadequate. So she's crying that he could feel some type of way to emotionally trigger him to do what she wants. So I think this is complete manipulation. And I'm glad he got out of that situation. Somebody says high value is a cringy word, just say rich. I agree with you, because this whole, anytime you hear people talking about high value these days, they're just talking about rich. High value used to mean like a bunch of different things, like, yo, oh, you're 6'4", so you're super tall. You're what else? What else they say? Oh, you're super in shape. You're fucking obviously making a lot of money. It would have like 5 traits to it. These days, bitches don't give a fuck about nothing but the money, bro. They don't care about your age. They don't care about your weight. They don't care about nothing but the bread, nigga. So really, high value is only, you can't, like, nigga, you could be a 6'8" fucking nigga who looks like a god with a 10-pack nigga. Like, that might be good for a bitch who's like 21. A chick hit 28, bro, like, bro, they trying to get the bag, bro. They don't give a fuck about you. Anyway, throw NLE Choppa's girl to the bushes, man. We're just not into manipulating men, and that's just weak and weird. If you're crying randomly when he's not crying, you're trying to manipulate him. Fuck out of here, okay? All right, let's get to some more topics. We still got a couple more topics to go. Jesus, holy. All right, people. Spam some topics real quick. Oh my, all this bullshit. I told my Chris Rock. I feel like I've been talking about all bitch topics today, man. God damn. Oh, let me talk about this PNB shit. Let me go to YouTube. PNB whack